Hey guys, today I'm going to be playing Dead Rails. If my voice sounds like a little sick, it's because I'm a little sick, I think. Not feeling the best. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. So this is my first Dead Rails video. I'm doing this solo. I'm gonna be trying to beat it. I've never been good at Dead Rails. I just watched a tutorial on how to be better, so I hope it helps. And this is also a voiceover because I didn't have my microphone on. So, I get the gold. My plan is to just copy this tutorial, do what they said, get two coal, barbed wire, and I'll use the newspapers as a shield. Oh, my coal went flying. This entire video is around 2 hours more because this is a long run and I tried really hard. So I'm just going to do some time lapses at some point. It was pretty long. Uh, yeah, please subscribe. I need it. I'm just going to really quickly loot this place and I'll be back on the rails. I got some more barbed wire and I got this wheel, which I will use to put on my window to protect me from people like bandits or people with guns. Also, it's very like see-through as well, so it helps a lot. It appears it's already nighttime. I'm just gonna go back in my train and we'll be back on the rails. Right now, I ran out of fuel, so I'm gonna go loot this house since it's basically already day. Here is where I got some sheet metal, which I'll use instead of newspapers, since it's way better because it's bulletproof. Also, I'm right next to a safe zone. Here you can see how much I upgraded the train. This will help a lot in the future. Here is the first safe zone I arrived at. Here is where I can sell some of my stuff, like these statues I looted from these houses earlier. Also, for some reason, there are some bandits and stuff, which is good because then I get to take their horses. Also, I could sell them for money, which I can buy a gun for, like a shotgun. It's already night again. This is my second night. Here there was a storm, which I tried buying a gun in and trying not to get hit by a lightning bolt at the exact same time, which was pretty terrifying. For some reason, no zombies or any monsters spawned though. Here I bought other things than the shotgun. I bought some coal and then I bought some bandages to heal me as well. I decided I was gonna kill this horse for fuel, but little did I know that horses didn't do that much fuel for some reason. Also, for some reason, I was able to one shot him, which made no sense. I thought horses would be stronger than that. Here, I spent a little bit of time trying to get this iron nugget. It took like 30 seconds to like a minute. It takes a while with the shovel. Should have bought the pickaxe at the beginning, but then I wouldn't have enough money for other stuff. Here I got some super expensive loot in just this little house. I didn't get, it wasn't like a bank. This is like the type of loot you get at a bank or something. It was around this point in the video where I was like, hey, I'm doing good. I might make it to the end. This YouTube tutorial really helped me out. Who knew one YouTube tutorial would completely change a person? Here I got attacked by some bandits, but I killed them all. Sadly though, a werewolf came and I was too scared to kill it and grab the bandits. So I would have probably made a lot more money if it weren't for the werewolf night. Also, I ended up finding a Tesla lab and waited through the night, but then a bunch of werewolves came, so I just hid in my little room and just started spamming the shovel, and I actually didn't kill any of them, surprisingly, but in the morning they all just disappeared because they died. I knew Tesla was a really hard person to beat, so when I was at the Tesla lab, I decided to not build him because I knew for a fact that he was really hard to beat, so I just grabbed all the loot and left. I just went back on my train, put in the fuel, placed down my iron and my gold, and left. I also got this lightning rod so that lightning wouldn't hit me when it hits the train and I don't die, because dying of lightning just sucks. Here I thought I killed all the zombies, but I didn't, and this one zombie jump scared me and it gave me a mini heart attack. Here's the first time I ever looted a village. Also, my friend calls it a city because it's also his first time playing. So I just wanted to point that out. If my friend's watching this, hello. Actually, turns out I didn't loot the village. I thought I did while watching this. Usually when it became night, I didn't loot the villages because I didn't want to wait, you know. I just wanted to keep on moving. I finally made it back to a safe zone. It took a while. Here I'm gonna go sell my expensive stuff and buy better stuff, like maybe more guns or whatever. For some reason, I went to the place where I sell all my stuff. It kept playing this music, so I kept pulling out my gun like, oh, where's the bad guys? And I was expecting to hear shooting, but there wasn't, and it kept feeling really weird. It kept giving me a heart attack. With my $205, I decided to buy a rifle, which is the best gun in the game. Actually, the ray gun is the best gun in the game. But this is the second best because it instantly kills zombies with headshots. The accuracy is really good and it can shoot from really far. I know I bought the pickaxe, but I don't think I ever used it because I think as soon as I bought it, I completely forgot about it. So I don't think I ever used it in my entire run. Also, if you go back like just now, play it in 2.5 speed, you'll see that there are bandits behind and they're like moving around, which is why I was playing that music. Now that I had a rifle, I felt confident to loot the village, aka the city. Um, and I just waited out the entire night killing vampires. And then in the morning, I went to go loot everything. It went well. I took a bit of damage and almost actually died because I crashed into a pole of my horse, which you'll see in a couple seconds. Here is where I crashed into the pole, but that's not the point. The thing is that my plan was to round up all the zombies and kill them. But some werewolves came by and tried killing me, which was annoying. And one jumped at me at one point when I wasn't looking and I thought I killed them all. It took a while for me to find the top hat guy though. You might be wondering, how come it took you so long? I thought you rounded up everyone. I rounded up almost everyone. The top hat guy was behind the bank where there were no other zombies. Here you can see that I was looking around for the top hat guy, but then it became night, so it was a vampire night again. So I just did the same thing again where I stayed in my train, isolated. This place had such good loot. I had to do detours. I had to bring it to my train and I had to come back. Sorry, I did a pause there. I don't know why. My brain just told me to pause for a second. So yeah, I had to do detours, and this is the first time I actually got to open the bank. Also my first time to go to a village and loot it. And this is the first time I actually got bonds as well. If you saw the intro at the beginning, that was after I played the game. Around this point, my best friend, who also is the one that calls it City, called me and he wanted to play with me. So I wanted to beat this game fast, but I was only near 30,000 to 20,000 kilometers. So I was kind of in a hurry, which I spent another around an hour on in the game. Right around now, I'm an hour and 30 minutes to the game. I spent like another 40 minutes in the game, but later I found a technique that made me go through the game a lot faster, and you'll see. Oh yeah, and it also became night again. Here I got the idea to make a money talks trend with the people that have super rich and cool trains. I want to make that. I was gonna add a bunch of vampires on the side of my train, and then I was gonna put a lot of good loot on the actual train. Though I don't think at this point I don't think I actually fully looted the village yet. In some parts of the videos you'll see me going around the train, and I might use like one or two of those clips to make like a money talks trend on a short in the future. So yeah, check my channel if you want to see it, maybe if it's out yet. Here I found a abandoned village. It's like this village with like a cave in it, which I saw in the tutorial. It said it comes with it had a lot of bonds in it. So I went there and there were no zombies, luckily, which is really good. I didn't go in the cave because I knew that that place is super dangerous. And I'm, still a beginner. So yeah, I didn't go in. But hey, it had some pretty not bad stuff. It had a lot of bonds. Though right before I looted it, it was night. I just could tell it was night, and I went back at a great timing. But after the night, I looted it and I got a ton of bonds. I don't know if you saw that is my friend who is wanting to play with me, and I was recording a video, and he sadly interrupted it. But hey, it's my friend's birthday. Everyone in the comments say happy birthday. If my friend is watching this, say happy birthday to yourself and I'll pin you in the comments. Alright, so now I'm heading to the village to get some bonds and some good loot. There wasn't that much loot. The loot I found was only a torch and a jade tablet. It turned night, but I got to a safe zone, so I was safe. I decided to go sell my expensive loot I got from the villages and the vampires, since the vampires also sell for money if you didn't know that. Selling all this stuff got me around $500, so I was able to go buy some more ammo for my guns, etc. Stick around to see how I almost got $1,000 in dead rails. I finally sold all my valuable stuff. Now I'm gonna go back on the rails. I actually forgot to buy stuff, so I had to come back and buy it. Also, at this point, my friend and me were on a call and we were both talking about the game. I was gonna loot this place, but after. Also, this village had 2 banks, so I could have made a lot of money. And I did. Stick around to see. As you can see, it's night again, and I got attacked by a werewolf. I had no idea it spawned, so it kind of wasted my time and I took a lot of damage. Also, since it's night now, I can't go, and I had no idea. If I went by now, I probably would have been dying due to the monsters. It was around this point where I went back, and I thought I was going to take forever, but it was actually not that far, so I was lucky. Here I bought hundreds of ammo. I also bought some armor, but I bought 2 shoulder pads, and I thought that if I bought 2, it would go on both my shoulders. But it didn't, only went on 1, which doesn't make that sense, but it's fine. I still had a lot of money. I checked to see what time it was to make sure that it wasn't night soon, so I could kill at least some zombies. And just like that, it was already night. And now it's the morning. It was the dumb werewolf that This night is always pretty scary to me because it looks like they're about to come through the window, but they're too chunky, so we can't. Here, I was also thinking of doing a money talks because I also had a lot of stuff here as well. It was around here where I got my idea. If I sold all of this and had a lot of money, I would buy a lot of coal. And then I would just skip through everything. And then I could get to the end so I could play with my friend after. So yeah, I was rushing. And that makes worse content, but you get a time lapse of it so it kind of looks cool. This part was funny. I had so much money that was coming through the roof. You can say I almost got $1,000, but I ended up getting 900 and something. I don't think I've ever seen any other YouTuber of more than like 600 or 400 or something like that. So I hope I hold the world record. So first I was gonna buy some bandages in case anything happens. And now I was gonna go buy some coal. I bought 18 coal as well. In fact, I had so much, I had to put it on my train. Luckily, though, I didn't even use all my coal to get to the end. Wait and see what happens when I get to the end. And I was off. I wasn't gonna go to any stops, so I could play with my friend. That calls villages cities. I hope you enjoy this time lapse of me calmly riding my train, getting shot at, monsters spawning near me. You know, the usual. Vampires spawning on my windshield. Still the usual. My friend really badly wanted to play with me, but I was almost done, and I let him know that. But also, my footage stopped, so I had to completely record another part since the footage was 2 hours long. I'd finally made it to the end for the first time. There were bandits, but I was doing really good at killing them, and I had to heal at some point. But I didn't know that the turret would also be shooting at me. So I kind of died. This much. I had no idea the turrets were gonna shoot at me. But hey, since I died, I at least got to play with my friend on his birthday. Happy birthday.